What up, guys? Carolina Jackpot coming at you. It's March 20th, 2022, Sunday afternoon, and as you see from the thumbnail there, you know this is not going to be a real positive video about my South Carolina Gamecocks. It's not just so much a video. Now, that was a baseball score, by the way. It was a baseball score. South Carolina loses today to the Voltards 10-0 in the dump known as Knoxville, Tennessee. Lost yesterday by a score of 5-2 and lost on Friday 8-3, I think. So got outscored in a 3-game set 23-5. And I understand the Voltard is the #1 team in the country right now. Well, you know what? South Carolina used to be the #1 team in the fucking country. Okay, it ain't been that long ago that South Carolina struck fear into the hearts, minds, souls, and bats of opposing teams. Not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. But like I said, this is not so much just a baseball video as it is just a token of just men's sports at the university in general. I'm telling you, as a fan, I am fed up. I really am fed up with mediocrity. I'm fed up with status quo, and I'm fed up with these freaking crappy coaches that they're bringing in to coach these damn programs. I've just had it, man. I've had fucking enough. Okay, so we start the weekend off. You think you're going to land your next baseball or basketball coach, and then this Sean Miller, who was the #1 choice, obviously, and everybody's sitting here, well, do you know what? Well, he was a cheater. Well, he was under some FBI investigation from Arizona. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares. If he was someone that you're not able to hire, he wouldn't be on the market. Okay, he'd be in jail, or he would not be available to talk with and put under contract. What happens there? I don't know how all this comes about, but they said his wife wanted to be back home in Ohio, and she wanted to be back in Cincinnati or something. So he goes back. Long story short, he goes to Xavier to be the head coach there for the second time. He was already head coach there once. He was in Arizona for 10 years. Okay, so that makes me wonder. All right. You were in Cincinnati, Ohio, and you coached Xavier, and then you get a job at Arizona, and you're there for 10 years, and he was pretty successful. Won 30 games at Arizona like 5 times, right? Got into some trouble, and he lost his job there. But, okay, we've been from Cincinnati, Ohio to Arizona, okay? I mean, where would you rather be at? I don't know. I don't think of Arizona as some tropical paradise, but I got to think it's a nicer place to be than Cincinnati, fucking Ohio. And then has a chance to come to Columbia, South Carolina. South Carolina's going to pay the guy $2 million more than what Xavier was, and still turn down that offer, from what I understand, and chooses to go back to Xavier for the second time. And it's just it's just a thing of, I don't know that it was so much them wanting to go back there. It's just not wanting to be here. And is this just a destination job anymore for anyone, or is it just the men's program's just been ran into the ground now by the hiring of just a fucking buffoon of an athletic director in Ray Tanner? Great baseball coach, okay? I'm not going to disparage that. Ray Tanner won World Series, College World Series 2 times. Went to it, to the finals another time. No issues there. But my God, he can't run a damn athletic department. 2 years after he hired Will Muschamp, when they saw what a shitty head coach this guy was, they should have probably went on ahead and cut Ray's strings then. Should have cut him loose then. He's got plenty of money. He don't need this job. No, but they won't do it. But the biggest problem down there is that damn board of trustees and the these damn rich-ass old alumni who won't fucking get off their damn ass and see that this men's sports programs are just falling behind the rest of the country. They're falling behind the curve. Every one of them is mediocre to below average. This year was either mediocre to below average. That's the big three: football, men's basketball, and baseball. I mean, at least be good at one of the three. Be above average at one of the three. And say, well, Carolina Jackpot, they had a winning record in basketball. I mean, I don't know what you... No, yeah, they did. Okay, well, they were 5 games over 500. You could sit there and say that they had 5 games against tappy competition that really don't count. The SEC record was not good. You got blown the fuck out in the first game of the tournament, and you're done. You made no postseason, and then they fire the coach, Frank Martin, which I agree needed to be done. It needed to be done. He needed to go, and you got a bunch of back and forth as far as that goes on Gamecock Facebook pages, Twitter, the message boards, and all that. The fan base is divided. One half thinks, well, we fired him too soon. The overzealous fan base got him fired, blah, 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 blah. And then you got the other half the rational half who thinks with their head instead of their heart, like I do. And I say, you know what? I mean, this program's gotten stale. You've been to the NCAA tournament once in the past 10 years. Doesn't make a damn that you went to a Final Four in it. It don't make a shit. That you've been to one in the past 10 years. And you went on a great run. And I don't like the term fluke. I don't like the term fluke because to me the term fluke kind of disparages from the team that went on the run. I like to use the term more like Cinderella run, or once in a lifetime run. Something like that. Fluke, to me, kind of disparages from the team and makes it like, well, it was more what the other teams didn't do than what your team did. No, they went out there and performed. They went out there and executed. They beat Duke's ass. They beat Florida's ass. They beat Baylor's ass. All good teams, and made it to the Final Four. Fluke, no. Once in a lifetime Cinderella, yes. So that program has gone stale. I would never have thought 5 years ago when I was making a video grabbing a Gamecock flag off the front porch of this very house and running down the street in my underwear almost falling off after they beat Florida and they were on the way to the Final Four, that I would be sitting here making a video 5 years later talking about said coach being let go for failure to live up to expectations. But that's exactly what you had. And in his case, it's kind of, well, it's kind of one of those coaches who's a victim of his own success. Sort of like a Phil Fulmer at Tennessee was, or to a lesser degree like a Frank Beamer at Virginia Tech was. Or Bobby Bowden. I mean, these guys were, as they got on up in years and things started declining, they were kind of pushed on out because they just weren't able to perform up to the bar that they had set. Frank Martin, I mean, great guy, great college basketball coach, great mind. How's this? He got fired last week. He's been fired for approximately a week. He has a job before we have a fucking head coach. He's already got another job. He's got him a job. He's an analyst over on TV during the March Madness. I don't know. I don't know if they just gave it to him out of pity or what, but he has a job. We don't have a basketball coach yet. You shouldn't have fired him. You should have let him go, but you should not have fired him without a list of targets, a list of names, something tangible, something you could come out and tell the fan base. And none of this stuff is none of it is divulged to anybody. None of it's made public. So that's what pisses me off about it, first and foremost, that we don't know anything. But, I mean, you got some names out there, but I feel like you should have been able to, if you were going to let Frank go, should have been able to make a pretty good hire. And it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen. And I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like we continue to shit the bed, and the more we continue to shit the bed, the more recruits we have that are not going to come here, and that means the less successful these teams are going to be. The baseball situation is totally different, and just ridiculous. Just failure to perform. Failure to recruit well. Just abysmal on all levels. I cannot fathom how far that program has fallen. I mean, you're not doing shit. We're not taking advantage of the NIL rules. We're not. Some of these colleges have committees already designed up for the NIL. They're not doing none of that. We're not getting nobody down there to get this up. That baseball program is falling apart at the damn seams. And firing that guy ain't going to fix it. Firing that guy ain't going to fix it. You lost 2 starting pitchers, and all of a sudden your season is just down the shitter. I mean, you get outscored 23-5 by the Voltards in 3 games and lose all 3. Not a damn bit competitive in a single one of them. I'm tired of it. I have grown tired of this. The Shane Beamer thing, I'm still waiting to see. Everybody's sitting here on Gamecock Twitter. Well, he got it right with football. Maybe, okay, he from the outside looking in, he got it right. I mean, he was able to hire somebody with some energy. He was able to hire somebody with some charisma and grit and passion, no doubt, and somebody who has a hell of a shtick. But can he get the job done? Can he get the job done? Can he land the players who are going to be difference makers? Can he land the difference makers? Yes, we got Spencer Rattler in there. He's going to be here for a year. Hopefully, we make the most of that year. Hopefully, this guy goes and balls the fuck out. But there's got to be buy-in here. We got to have offensive line play for him to be successful. Spencer Rattler can't do, Spencer Rattler can't be Spencer Rattler behind the offensive line that we had last year. He just can't. He just absolutely cannot. He cannot be Spencer Rattler behind that kind of offensive line. The defensive side of the ball has got to continue to perform at a decent level and elevate the level they were at last year. And I'm sorry. One win over a UMC team that was Jekyll and Hyde all year long, that just absolutely did not show up in Charlotte whatsoever, does not have me convinced that he's the dude. It ain't got me convinced he's the dude. I like him. I think that he's personable. I think that he's very affable, and I think that he has the goods to get the job done. Will he get it done? I don't know. So I'm not ready to call that program. I'm not sure football's got it down, right? I mean, no, I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready to take that step. Not until they land a couple of recruits and they stick, okay? Not until we can beat someone that matters. Till that happens, I'm not sold on him. I'm not, because I was sold on Will Muschamp after 2017, after we beat Michigan in that bowl game, and I'm like, all right, this is it. I'm like, he's the dude. He's the dude, and we're going to compete for an SEC East championship next year. And he's got Jake Bentley on the right track, and this guy is gonna. I mean, we're gonna go some places with this guy. I think he's learned the second time around as a head coach, and he's got it right. And I absolutely got burned in 2018. They were ho-hum at best, and blown out in bowl game against Virginia. Turn around next year, very next game you play, you have a chance to get some kind of retribution against another team from that same shitty conference in your supposedly home away from home. The Carolina Panthers Stadium, Belt College football kickoff or whatever against North Carolina, absolutely went out and laid a golden turd against 90-year-old Mac Brown and a 18-year-old making his first start. And at that time, I was done. I was done, and my short love affair that had lasted approximately a year and a half with Will Muschamp was then over. So, I'm not going to buy into Shane Beamer until I see some tangible results here, something tangible. So that's basically it in a nutshell. This school needs to. They need to right the ship. The school president, the school, whoever it is that controls whoever's on this board of trustees needs to get some people on this damn board of trustees who are fucking forward thinking and have a vested interest in this damn athletic department. They need to replace this athletic director, and they need to start getting some people in these programs to interject some energy. Talking about the basketball and the baseball, the football, I think it's got some energy interjected into it. I think we're getting there. We're part of the way there. We ain't all the way there yet. And we need to just... We need to find some people who can do better. I don't know any other way to put it. Until then... you're going to continue to see the same kind of results on the court, the same kind of muffed, nothing happening coaching searches, swing and misses that you've seen over the weekend with the basketball thing. And you're going to see the same kind of results here on the baseball field, and to a small degree, I fear on the football field as well. And that's about all I got to say about it. It's hard to sit here and have nothing to look forward to as far as your team's your team's seasons. Just to know that it's going to be average at best. Just know it's going to be average at best. Let's just hope we can beat the teams that are also average, and maybe upset somebody here and there, and then I'll call that a success. No, I don't. I want to compete for conference championships in all three of those sports. Maybe not all the same year. I want to compete for conference championships. South Carolina is one of the fastest growing states economically. It's one of the most desirable places to live. It's one of the most affordable places to live, which is why people are moving here in droves. There's no reason. This is a destination for people. So it should be a destination for athletes, and it should be a destination for coaches, and it should be a destination for good men's sports teams at the University of South Carolina. And you know what? Clemson can go eat a big fat one talking about I heard one of them say back, it's our state. They got the name on their jersey. No, you're not. It's not your state. Okay. It's not your state. It's not your fan base. This will forever be the home of the Gamecocks. You're just a little a podunk up here in the bad, nasty, dirty smelling corner of the upstate of South Carolina, which is, take it or leave it, about an hour from here, and on particularly windy days, if the wind is blowing from that direction, you can smell it a little bit still. No. Fuck you, fuck your fan base, and fuck that ugly damn Rocky Road, fuck your coach, fuck your bus, fuck your damn balloons, fuck your fucking, just fuck it. Fuck Clemson. That's all I got to say about it. And South Carolina's athletic department needs a total retooling. That's about all I got to say, guys. I'll see y'all later. Appreciate you. Peace. I'm out. Still, spurs up to my toes up. Go Cox.